Tracy McGrady, Hall of Famer, NBC Sports NBA studio analyst, and relaunching One's Basketball League, the premier one-on-one basketball league in the world. Good to see you, T-Mac. Did Steph Curry ruin the NBA?
No. How he ruined the NBA, he actually can shoot the ball. I want to see him shoot.
But you got all these imitators now, and I've talked about this before. He probably had more of an impact on how people play the game than anybody else in the history of the sport.
Yeah, that's just bad coaches and GMs going out thinking they could find the next Steph Curry and have all these guys shoot threes.
We talked about Vegas and Seattle getting franchises, expansion franchises, and I saw where you talked about this. Do we have enough quality basketball players to add 2 more NBA teams?
You seen the Washington Wizards play? What Bam did to them the other night, like, do we need more of that? I'm just saying, I see bad basketball around the NBA. I know some players are hurt, like, Tyrese Halliburton is hurt in Indiana, but what that product that we're seeing is bad. Steph Curry and those guys are hurt in Golden State. We just had a Golden State, New York Knicks game in the Garden. No, man, like the talent. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of talent coming out of college. There's a lot of talent in the NBA. But when I'm saying you're trying to start a franchise, where is like the Steph Curry, the Dame Lillard that can carry these franchises? I just don't see that type of talent out there. Can these guys play? Absolutely. But it's more than just going out scoring buckets. Like, there's a lot that comes with having to be a franchise guy if you're trying to start new franchises.
Got a problem with Bam Adebayo scoring 83?
Not at all. If it was me in that position to, make history, I'm going for it. Dan, you're going for that too. Regardless of how you get it, you're going to try to make history. So, I have no problem with that. I have the problem with how the defense was played on him and how the strategy that was played on him to stop him. I have a problem with that, but not him going out and get it. No.
Would you go for 62?
Yes.
But if you wanted to, how many could you get or have gotten?
Well, there were times in my career where I didn't even play the fourth quarter and I finished like with over 50 points. So, yeah, if I wanted to, I had an opportunity to hit 70, 80 points. That 62-point game, I missed 9 free throws.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I missed 9 free throws, and I missed 8 of my last, 10 shots. I just got tired. And that wasn't a game where I actually felt like I was in a rhythm and felt great. My 52 points in 3 quarters against the Bulls, I felt extremely in rhythm and felt like I could go for, 70 that night. But I didn't play the fourth quarter.
Who do you think could get to 90?
In today's game?
Yeah.
I think Donovan Mitchell. I think Devin Booker. Those two come to mind right now. I think those two can really do it.
Well, you got to be ball dominant. You got to be able to hit threes. You got to be able to get to the free throw line. Like Luka would be the guy who would come to mind for me.
Yes, my apologies. And throw Luka in there as well.
There's not many of them.
It's guys that can generate fouls at a high rate, knock those free throws down, and also add in about 7, 8 threes, makes, and just a ton of free throws and field goals. So if you get to about 18 to 20 field goals and you're shooting like 30 free throws and you add some threes with that, yeah, and Luka can generate that.
How do you think Kobe would have reacted if he were still alive to Bam's 83?
He would have been professional amongst,
but privately.
Yeah, a conversation with me.
Talking to Tracy McGrady, a Hall of Famer, NBC Sports NBA studio analyst And One's Basketball League is back one-on-one. Explain the relaunch and who is involved in this.
Yeah, so the relaunch, if you look at like alternative sports, they're doing extremely well. And I just think over the years, me finding what my passion is, and that's sports. I love sports. So a year ago, I invested into the Buffalo Bills and got some ownership in that. And when you look around the landscape of ownership in our professional sports, there's not a lot of people look like me that have ownership in these franchises. So with me, I wanted to revamp and pivot with my league and start something to where I actually can give out equity and ownership in teams. So I'm starting OBL with the Battle of the Cities, and I have 8 cities that that is a part of OBL. And in these respective cities, I identify like influencers or people that have heavy influence, and it's from these cities, like New York, Jadakiss, my guy in the hip hop community. He's going to be the owner and the GM of the New York team. Of course, my cousin Vince Carter from the Florida area, I gave him the Orlando team. John Wall, my guy from Raleigh, North Carolina, he's the owner for the Raleigh team. Tim Hardaway Sr. has the Miami team, so on and so forth. And I have 8 teams and 8 GMs that I'm bringing on board and giving these guys 15% equity. So, and with that, when you look at sports, there's not a lot of guys that are actually from that city that they play in. And I wanted to bring that to sports. I wanted a community to back and support a kid that they probably seen from elementary and middle school playing basketball. So I have these guys that are going to be from these respective cities. Getting the support and the backing from the community is what I wanted, and that's what we created, along with opening up some equity for some of these guys to own franchise.
What was your favorite football team growing up?
It was the Cowboys. And reason being, Emmitt Smith is a Florida guy. Deion Sanders is a Florida guy. And Michael Irvin, all Florida guys. And I grew up watching those guys. So that's why I was a Cowboys fan. Many years ago in my career, I decided I'm not going to be a Cowboys fan.
Wait a minute. If they were good, Tracy, would you still be a Cowboy fan?
Yes, but we're not. I said if we're gonna be mediocre, I might as well stick with the hometown team. So now I've been a Bucs fan for well over 15 years. So I'm a Bucs fan, not a Cowboys fan. I'm riding with my home team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
But wait a minute, you're part of the ownership group of the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, of course. But yes, that's obvious that I'm a Buffalo Bills fan.
Okay, all right. I just want to throw that out there.
No.
All right. Well, what kind of football player do you think you would have made?
I was a quarterback. I was a quarterback and receiver. I played football.
Well,
I was.
Okay. Were you Allen Iverson?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
On the foot. Even now, if you find that know about me throwing a football, I was throwing a football 60 yards, easy.
Who plays the position the way you used to play it?
Cunningham, Randall. That's where my inspiration came from. Randall Cunningham, my first autograph. I remember my mom working at Wild World of Sports, working at Disney. And I was a kid, man, and she came home one day because she used to tell me she used to see all these pro football players when I think they had like the Pro Bowl down there. They had something down there when I was a kid.
Yep.
And she see all these guys. So she came back. She came home one day and told me she seen all these guys. I was like, Mom, give me an autograph. My favorite player is Randall Cunningham. So she came back one day and I got an autograph from Randall Cunningham, my first ever autograph. That was my guy.
Could you see one-on-one being somehow put into the All-Star weekend?
I can. You seen the slam dunk contest?
Yeah.
You saw the slam dunk contest, Dan?
I didn't see much of a slam dunk contest, but there were guys jumping. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You know who I work for, Dan? You know what network I'm on?
Yeah,
What is that?
NBC.
And we covered All-Star Weekend. I'm fighting like hell to get one-on-one basketball into All-Star Weekend because I think that will be the draw of All-Star Weekend. These kids that are watching the NBA, they will go crazy. We will get more younger people on Saturday night to watch that event.
Yeah, but Tracy, I got to get stars to be in it.
Why?
Well, it's like the slam dunk contest. Nobody cares if you don't know who these guys are.
It's competitive, but that's the point. That is the point. If we're trying to expand teams in the NBA and we don't have a lot of stars, couldn't we make stars in that? Couldn't we, identify who these guys are if they get on this platform? That creates stars. So now a guy that you don't know about or you haven't heard, he get in this one-on-one game and you realize, I'm going to be checking for this guy. He's really good. Like, you would take a liking to some of these guys that you don't know in this type of setting.
Yeah, you imagine Wemby out there somebody trying to guard Wemby one-on-one?
Hey, man, get him the trophy.
Who is the best one-on-one player in the NBA?
He will be a very difficult draw. Oh, man. Because how would you affect his shot? 7'5". You can't. I see some of these guys like my height, my length, trying to guard him and contest his shot, and they are so far away from affecting it. He's amazing.
Well, good luck with the league. The relaunch of One's Basketball League, one-on-one, and he's Tracy McGrady. Good.
Thank you, Dan. It's a pleasure, man. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, buddy. That's T-Mac there, Hall of Famer, works for NBC with the NBA studio analyst.